Ah, excellent.
Fishing! Fishing!
G'day everyone, Steve from Excellent Fishing here, and today I want to take you to some of my favourite land-based and kayak snapper fishing spots in Melbourne's west. We're going to start off here on the Yarra River and then work our way down to WERRIBEE South. So stick around, you might find a new spot or two. Alright, let's get into it. Our first spot is the Yarra River. The first spot to check out on the Yarra River would be this little rock wall right behind the power station. This is a good spot to start chasing snapper at the start of spring. I've seen a few good snapper caught here. The best baits to use here would be pilchards and fresh squid. You'll see a common theme here with most of the baits usually being roughly the same thing. It might differ from spot to spot. You can fish from here all the way up to the Westgate Bridge. You're sure to find a good spot along here. Another spot along the Yarra River would be this little jetty right here. You can also get some nice schools of salmon coming down here, which is a pretty good bycatch. They tend to be pretty good snapper bait as well, so I'll definitely give this spot a try. Our next spot is Ferguson Pier in Williamstown. I've only fished this spot a couple of times and I've landed some bream and little pinkies. Also you can get flathead, and I've heard about the snapper. It's definitely worth chasing snapper here this season. I might give it a go in the early mornings and late afternoon and night time. Our next spot in Williamstown is Gem Pier. I fished Gem Pier quite a few times last year, catching some nice bream, flathead and a few really good pinkies. The best bait for here I found is chicken. I use that with a burley rig and it works quite well. I'm going to give this place a go early mornings and night times. Right behind the Williamstown Football Club is a perfect spot for kayak fishing. I've seen heaps of boats clean up on the snapper right here. Just got to find a nice spot to launch. I'll try fishing with soft plastics, turtleback worms being the main one. Try fishing them on a light jig head, that should get the job done. Our next spot is the Altona Pier. I've fished the Altona Pier many times before, back in the 90s and 2000s, but now it's been rebuilt and looks like a beautiful spot for snapper fishing. I like to fish here at night. That seems to be the most popular time. Try fishing the high tide. The best baits for here are pilchards and fresh squid once again. You can also get some nice bycatch here with gummy sharks, flathead and some nice schools of salmon coming through. Our next spot in Altona is Miller's Road. This is a perfect spot for kayak fishing. You just launch your kayak straight down here and it's only a short paddle out too. It seems to drop off pretty quickly. I like to use soft plastics at this spot with turtleback worms, and I also like to use the Berkeley crabbies with a Ned rig. Them two plastics seem to be the best for here. You could also try using a full pilchard with a tiny sinker. That might get you a snapper or two as well. Our next spot is Campbell's Cove. This is my favourite spot for kayak fishing, and it is also my favourite spot for snapper fishing. Paddle out to my left, there. I head towards the RAF-based pier. That is where you'll find the snapper. Try fishing around 4 to 5 meters deep. That's where I usually find them. I usually use soft plastics in this spot. 7-inch turtleback worms in camo and pumpkin. They seem to be the popular colours. I also use the Nemesis 5-inch Berkeley Gold plastics as well. They seem to go alright. You can also use bait here. I use a full pilchard on a 5/0 hook and a tiny ball sinker. If you can't find a snapper, no worries. There is also a lot of other species here, like whiting, pinkies, flathead, and heaps of squid. Definitely give that a go. Our next spot is Wyndham Harbour in Werribee South. There are a few different rock walls you can fish here, so let's start off with this one. I like to fish this one in the afternoons and night times. That's when I think it fishes the best. I like to fish baits with pilchards and fresh squid being the main ones, and I also like to use fresh salmon fillets. You can fish inside the harbour or outside the harbour. That's the good thing about this place. So if it's windy on one side, you're sure to find the right place to have a fish. This is Rockwall number 2. This one also fishes well early mornings and late afternoons. I've also seen a few jewfish caught from here, inside and outside of the rock wall. The same baits would be used here with pilchards, squid and fresh salmon fillets. You can also try using soft plastics here. The bigger paddle tails, like 3 to 4 inch, seem to work well. Also the good old trusty turtleback worm. Give them a go and see what happens. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully I've given you some good spots to go catch a snapper this spring and summer. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.